I haven't worked on my striking in a while, so when the chance came to visit my friend, a pro MMA fighter in Poland, I packed my gear. I wanted to see what the country had to offer and find out if the rumors about Polish training are true. You know, tough guys in pitbull rash guards ready to beat you up. This is my trip to Krakow. We started things a little differently, with some archery in Krakow. Not exactly fighting, but I guess focus and precision are skills every athlete needs. After that, we explored the city. The streets, the food and the atmosphere have a special charm. Krakow turned out to be far more beautiful than I expected, with a fascinating history and stunning architecture around every corner. After exploring, we got something to eat and headed straight to the gym. We did all of our sessions at my friend's father's gym. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the name in Polish, but in English it would be something like Black Dragon Gym. I leave the full name in the description. It's a small old school spot with exactly what you need. Weights, mats, heavy bags and a few machines. Every time I take a short break between striking sessions, I struggle to get back into the flow. It's clear I'm still in the early stages of learning striking arts. Striking doesn't come naturally to me. I have to really focus to get my technique somewhat right. I feel stiff, heavy on my feet, and every move has to be a conscious effort. Finding that rhythm is absolutely essential for me. At the start of this class, we focused a lot on footwork, throwing hand combinations and cleaning up my mistakes. That's already challenging for me, but doing it without speaking the same language as the coach makes it even harder. It's definitely possible and even fun, but it takes a bit more patience from both sides. Training with different coaches definitely has its ups and downs. One thing I have learned from visiting gyms in different countries is that every coach has their own unique teaching style and fighting style, of course. That makes things a bit tricky for me because I don't know yet which style suits me the best. One coach tells me to fight in an open stance, while another insists I stay in a Dutch-style closed stance to protect myself better. So every time I go somewhere new, some details get changed that another coach told me to do differently. On one hand, it's really fucking confusing, but on the other hand, I get to experience different training and fighting philosophies. In the end, I'm learning either way. Maybe it's not the most efficient way to improve at this stage of my striking, but I enjoy the process and I learn something new every time I step on the mats. The next thing I want to focus on is being able to throw faster punches. Every time I watch footage of me training, I realize how slow my punches really are. I think it mainly comes down to me having to think too much on what I need to do next and also me being too tense. I think all the unnecessary tension I hold on to in my body while throwing kicks and punches slow down my strikes. Especially when I get tired, my form gets sloppy and my arm won't move as fast as I tell them to go. But at the same time, I don't want to be too hard on myself. I have come a long way from where I started, in my opinion. Today's Chris definitely can beat up Chris from 1 or 2 years ago. That's all that matters to me. Usually there's a sweet spot during training for me. After a few rounds, I start to find a flow where I perform my best, at least for my level. It's like everything clicks, my footwork feels lighter, my combinations become smoother and my timing just feels right. This flow doesn't last very long yet, but during 1 or 2 rounds of pad work I feel more confident and connected than usual. That's the moment when I really get into the movements and the rhythm. This is usually just a brief moment right before fatigue starts to set in and my technique begins to slip. It's a balance between pushing hard enough to find that zone and not overdoing it so I lose control. Chasing this feeling, even if it's only just for a few minutes, is what keeps me coming back to training every single time. To me, this is enough proof that I'm making progress and that all the effort is worth it. For me, those brief moments of flow make all the difference. I'm not claiming to be the toughest guy out there or that I will be the toughest fighter in the world. But at the same time, I'm not ashamed to put myself out there and hopefully inspire other people to start training and work on themselves. To me, it doesn't matter if you step in the ring or not. Martial arts is a great way to evolve physically and mentally. This is the main reason why I started this journey and why I still love it to this day. And right here in this video is where I slowly leave the flow state due to me getting tired. This is when the voices in my head get louder again and the real battle begins. My legs and arms are burning and feeling like they have lead inside of them. My heart feels like it's going to explode. My body starts to scream that it wants to stop. Honestly, I lose this battle of my mind versus body way more times than I win it. My mind is getting stronger each session, but eventually I give up and take a few seconds rest. I really admire people who can go way beyond this point of exhaustion, but a lot of times it feels impossible for me to keep going. Forcing myself into these situations helped me a lot, but I still got a long way to go. Honestly, at first I had some concerns about going to Poland as a black man. It's something I think about a lot when I travel. You never really know what to expect. But my friend convinced me to come, and in reality I didn't face any problems at all. These days it feels like you have to be more cautious about where you go and who you meet. But Poland actually surprised me in a good way. Everyone I met was super chill and genuinely friendly and welcoming. The hospitality here was on another level, and that made a big difference in how comfortable I felt. It reminded me that no matter where you go, kindness and openness can be found anywhere, and that sometimes stepping out of your comfort zone leads to the best experiences. Poland was definitely one of those places for me. After the intense training and city vibes, we took some time to recharge in Zakopane. The landscape there is stunning. Mountains, fresh air and peaceful nature everywhere. This is the reason why I love to travel, to experience the country, its people and its nature. Training is important, but for me it's just one part of the bigger picture. Overall, I feel blessed to be able to travel as much as I do. I know not many people in this world have this privilege. Also, I'm really grateful of being able to push my body to its limits by training. I want to take advantage of my healthy and young body as much as I can. Working as a physiotherapist for a few years now gave me a whole new perspective on being healthy and active. Over the years, I have met so many sick and old people who wish they were in their 20s and 30s again and could live a more active lifestyle. Every time I feel like not going to training, I remind myself that one day I might want to go, but my body won't allow me anymore. And before that point in my life comes, I want to use my body as much as I can and do dope stuff, get fit and enjoy being young. Even though sometimes training sessions feel like hell, as soon as the workout is done and the initial exhaustion leaves my body, I really feel gratefulness for being able to feel the sensation, because I know this doesn't last forever. And after all that striking, we finally did some BJJ. Unfortunately, my brain apparently didn't receive enough oxygen anymore, so I messed up the camera angle and all the rolling footage happened outside of the frame. But we did some fun rounds of rolling, and in the end I shot my favorite way to submit people. Usually I work my way to mount and then make my opponent turn to one side. I grab the arm, gift wrap and go for the back triangle. And if you're looking for a way to become more flexible and mobile for martial arts, don't forget to check out my yoga routines for athletes and martial artists on my channel. Also don't forget to check out my video where I traveled for 5 weeks to Brazil to improve my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I hope you liked this video and I see you next time. Os.